Today we're going to look at some subscriber success stories to give you some motivation in your fitness journey. I understand sometimes it can seem like you're kind of on your own island and you don't really know what to do. So this will allow you to see that there's other people just like you who are killing it in the fitness game as a beginner. Before we dive into that, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as we help individuals of all abilities improve their overall health and knowledge of the gym. And if you do want some one-on-one fitness coaching, we do have a link below in the description that you can sign up so we can help address your specific fitness goals. So the first individual we're going to look at, this individual is a subscriber, and basically it says right here, I do not have arthritis, but I did work 18 years, I'm assuming, in a chicken production plant. This felt so good. This was referring to one of the chair yoga videos I do, which is very therapeutic movement. It's just to kind of help your body move in a very gentle and low impact way. So this felt so good. I've been training a dog, right? So you got some dog training here, and holding a leash going on 6 weeks. Feel it all the way in my shoulder. So I really liked including this one because it shows how after years and years of potentially not taking care of your body, not taking care of your health, maybe not as much as this individual wanted to, it really affected their overall fitness and health capacity, okay? So on the flip side, all this individual has been doing is just a little bit of my chair yoga videos, maybe some of the other videos. I know I have a few videos on arthritis on my channel. But they've been getting some really good results, and just these little bits of results prompted this individual to comment on one of my videos and literally say, hey, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling well. And that's really the name of the game here. That's the name of the game. You're trying to do exercises and diets and whatever that currently fits your current lifestyle. And for some people, they just simply try to fit a square in a circle hole, right? They try to fit somebody else's diet, somebody else's fitness plan into their lifestyle, but that never works, and it's never easy to do that and sustain it for a long period of time. And we can take a good note from this individual, just starting small, and hopefully building up over time to get to a point where maybe we don't have any arthritis pain ever, and just feeling a little bit better. So that's the first one. We'll go ahead and keep moving on here. So the next individual, this was a really good one. So this subscriber, they hadn't worked out in a really long period of time. I don't know exactly how long, it didn't say when this individual wrote to me, but it said, I restarted yesterday with a 5-mile walk. It took 80 minutes, but I was doing a comfortable pace, went outside, and it felt great. So there's a couple things that we can actually address in this specific instance. So the individual, they restarted. What does that mean? They stopped at one point. And when they stopped at one point, did they probably get down on themselves a little bit? Yeah, I would guess so. Did they probably feel like they were a failure? Yeah, probably a little bit. But here's the deal. They restarted, and they kind of either faced the fear, faced the guilt and shame of not being able to do exercise, and they simply transcended that little barrier that, they quote unquote failed, even though they didn't fail, and they restarted. So that's a big thing. If you are just starting out after a really long layoff, that's great. It all starts with one simple day, okay? And then taking a 5-mile walk, this individual picked a walking level that was reasonable for them. They did it in their own confines. They didn't go out and say, I'm gonna do a 5-mile run. Maybe some people can, but not all people can. So they kind of catered it to their own level. Took 80 minutes. I was doing a comfortable pace, so just went with the flow and enjoyed it. Went outside and I feel great. Getting outside is so good, especially if you're out in nature. It helps with mental health. I know for myself personally, I love taking my dogs out for a dog. I don't have dogs. I don't think I'll ever get dogs. My dog out for a walk in nature makes me feel so much better mentally and feeling good But the fact that it took 80 minutes for a 5-mile walk, just went with the flow. And I think that's, again, a lot of times people think that exercise shouldn't be enjoyable. It should be 100% enjoyable. The whole purpose of exercise is to literally practice moving. It's literally glorified play. It's structured play. Just like kids, how we structure recess around their school day. Basically, scheduling days to exercise, go to the gym, just do something at home, that is structured recess for us. And a lot of people don't structure that recess and get to that. You look at how happy kids are when they get to go outside after sitting all day. They're so happy. And in all reality, we all have a kid at heart, and getting to the gym and doing that can kind of embrace that. So go ahead and drop a like if that gave you some good perspective and some valuable insight. We'll keep moving on here. This next individual, they're somebody who used to lift a lot and they kind of stopped lifting. But this one's really cool because it goes to show you how permanent fitness changes are, okay? So you do lose some fitness if you don't ultimately keep up with it, but you can rapidly gain it back. And this person is kind of showing some of that. So I can attest to this firsthand. I hit the weights religiously for 8 years. And it's been 4 years since I've touched a weight. My physique is not top tier at all. That's okay. Most people's are, not even that super good. So don't beat yourself up over it. But I still have 2 abs and some arm veins and can eat whatever I want and maintain my current physique. It was not like that before. I would just gain weight. Okay, so this brings up an interesting point, and I'm going to put on my science hat here, and hopefully some people appreciate it. So when you build muscle, there's a really cool phenomena where basically when you build a muscle, you actually grow muscle cells. And when you grow the muscle cell, that actually exists in the overall muscle body. So it never goes away, even if you stop lifting. So say you're really strong, you're really muscular, you have a good biceps or whatever, and you stop lifting. You stop lifting. This can be for any muscle group. It can be for legs too. But you stop lifting. What actually happens is your muscles will shrink, but that muscle cell never goes away. And that is super neat because the second you start lifting, one, you're going to be practicing those motor patterns that you hadn't for a long time, so you're going to build a lot of strength really quickly. 2, since those muscle cells still exist, you don't have to remake the muscle cell by breaking down the muscle and rebuilding it. You're going to regain the lost muscle extremely quickly as well. So not directly what this individual is talking about, but there are some permanent changes from resistance training. I remember when I was in high school, actually, I had a huge layoff where it was an entire summer. It was an entire summer, actually. It was like 3 months. I didn't lift. I was actually in a back brace because I had some health stuff. My spine, don't need to go into detail. I had some health stuff, so I couldn't lift. I could only take really long walks. And for one, I beat myself up. I felt like less of a person because I couldn't lift. Don't feel that way ever. Even if you can't lift super heavy or at all, you're not less of a person. But I definitely felt that internally. And from that, I actually was able to lose a lot of my muscle, right? So I lost a lot of my muscle. And after that, about a month into my senior year of high school, I was super skinny. I was able to gain basically 80% of it back it was about 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So I was 3 to 4 months off. And then in 6 weeks, I literally gained it all back so rapidly. My physique looked better after that 3-month hiatus than it did before. Because what really happened is I actually got a little bit skinnier. I lost some body fat and muscle from not doing that. And I ended up just rebulking and got really skinny and lean. So anyway, long story short, permanent changes from exercise. That is one of the really cool reasons you should start doing it today, because even if you have a layoff, even if you have an injury, even if you have life circumstances, you can rapidly gain it back, and it's really cool. So keep moving here. This individual was subscribing, and they wrote on, I think this was a knee pain video, my slant board video on knee pain exercises. Congratulations, no frills here. Within 5 minutes, you displayed all that works for real. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of address this because in just a few minutes of some of these exercises, maybe on my channel, maybe on other fitness channels, it doesn't matter where you get it from, you will be able to greatly improve your strength, health, and whatever. It just takes somebody like this subscriber here where they're taking dedicated time out of their day to actually do them, to actually do the exercises. And you can see for this individual perfectly, it worked for them. It worked for them. It helped to reduce some of their knee pain. It helped them to feel better. And that's kind of what this channel is all about. Wherever you are currently at in your capability level for fitness, for health, for whatever it is in those types of goals, we are ready to help you. And that's kind of the whole purpose of this channel. So if you do have any comments or questions and you're just starting out, go ahead, drop them down below. I'd love to answer them for you. We'll keep on moving on here though. Keep on moving on. Yeah, the slant board is an excellent. If you haven't already checked out my videos on the slant board, please go check those out. The slant board is such a good tool to save your knees, save your back, and absolutely everything. So this next individual and subscriber that I wanted to put this in for is kind of along the lines of having an inclusive environment to say what you want to say, to have open-ended questions about anything fitness related. So this individual, this subscriber, really enjoys my videos. Thank you, I appreciate you. I really have no one to ask about this. I learn from every video. And this was kind of the culmination of the purpose of the channel. I realized that in my talking to seniors and individuals with disabilities and just beginners, that they have so many questions about little things in the gym that there's not any resources online for. Like, do you need to take a water bottle to the gym? What should I do if I don't like drinking water at the gym? Should I always bring headphones to the gym? Like just little things like this, or just almost like a beginner fitness for dummies type of thing. You're of course not dummies, I love all of you, but there's so many questions that I know I had when I first started out as a beginner in the gym, and it would have been nice to have these resources where literally anyone can answer or ask any question, and I can give my best answer based off of my 10 plus years of fitness experience in coaching people. So again, if you do have any questions, you're just starting out, I'd love you to go check out my channel. I have so many inclusive fitness videos. Otherwise, you can leave it in the comment down below. I will greatly love to check those out for you, and appreciate you very much. Moving on to the next one, this next individual started increasing their overall water intake. So water intake is one of the things that people neglect every single day, and I don't think people realize how much water they should be drinking. And especially with the types of foods we eat, they're not usually very hydrating. So foods that are very highly processed and low in fiber don't have a lot of water content in it, but lean proteins, fruits and vegetables, whole grains, right? These are foods that naturally have a decent amount of water content in them. So if you're getting a lot of these foods, you don't really have to worry about it. Drinking extra water, I should say, outside of it. But long story short, a lot of people are neglecting on water, so I gave a good tip. I think this was on a social post actually on how to increase your water intake. So great idea. I have a glass that is 26 ounces. So 26 ounces, that's a pretty decent glass of water. I try to drink 3 a day. So that's perfect. You're almost at 75 ounces. So I'm just rounding up here. 75 rounded down. This has really helped me. I picked up the glass for 50 cents. So boom, look at that. People, like, eating healthy is expensive. Doing healthy stuff is expensive. 50 cents at Walmart. This person probably could have found like a secondhand store like Goodwill, or even asked a friend and might have been able to get this thing for even less or completely free. Favorite color. I really like that aspect of it too, because I have a bunch of favorite cups and mugs and bowls that I like to eat my food out of, because it just makes you appreciate the food and the water and whatever you're consuming so much more. Just like people have a favorite outfit to go to the gym and work out in, I have my favorite water bottle that I love to work out with. Just makes me feel more in the gym atmosphere. It's kind of like a trigger for, hey, it's time to go to the gym. But pick my favorite color. My coffee mug I have is one of my favorite colors as well, so I can really appreciate this. And this is what it's all about: doing really small changes into your life that are seemingly insignificant, but this person, every time they see their favorite color, okay, they see their favorite color cup, they're not going to think about, oh, I have to drink water. They're going to think about, I get to drink water out of my favorite colored cup. So it's a really small change in mindset, but it can go a super big way. Thank you for your channel. I've learned a lot. Absolutely, man. I'm so glad, man, woman, whoever's wrote this comment, I appreciate your support as well. We'll keep moving on. This is excellent. This next one is a really deep one and kind of an intense subject, so go ahead and watch closely to this. So I've used Boost. Boost is a nutritional drink that a lot of seniors or people who are very underweight utilize to get extra nutrients, extra calories in. And I have a video on my channel on Ensure drinks, and this individual who thought Ensure drinks actually caused you to die. So I addressed that in a video that's actually on my channel, on the front page actually. So long story short, use Boost. Essentially the same as Ensure. That was the video I was referencing. For 90+% of my nutrition for over 3 years due to xerostomia. Xerostomia. I've actually never heard of this before this comment. Essentially, it's no saliva due to radiation. So this individual might have been having cancer treatment. And for those of you who aren't aware, when you have cancer and you're getting chemotherapy and radiation, those different types of things, you do not feel good. I worked with somebody who was telling me about their experiences with cancer treatment, and they felt not good all the time. They just felt like not doing anything. They had low energy. I mean, it makes sense. You literally have poison going through your body. But essentially, that led to not being able to swallow solids, no saliva, and they used this tool, this small tool of drinking Ensure drinks, drinking Boost drinks to essentially keep them alive. So it's really a good idea if you're looking at your current health and fitness situation to one, put it in perspective of that there's probably somebody who's dealing with something so much more difficult than you, and that you have every right to feel difficult about your situation, but feel sympathy that you are likely doing better than somebody. But also on the same token, you need to be very thoughtful of where you are at and to not beat yourself up over it. This individual could have very easily looked down on themselves, said like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't create saliva. I need to drink only Ensure to survive. Like I just feel so bad about myself. I feel guilty because I need so much help from doctors and people. And they didn't. They didn't feel that guilt. They did what they needed to do to remain healthy. They did what they need to do every single day to remain healthy. And this is a very big note for all of you who are watching this as well. There are a lot of people that will try to be like, oh, you need to do it this certain way. No, do what feels right for you. If what feels right for you is just eating one meal a little bit healthier every single day right now, that's great. If you can't fully get rid of all the fast food, but maybe you can drink diet soda instead of regular soda, that's great. Meet yourself where you are at. Love yourself in the process, in the journey, because that is all this is. It is a complete journey for you. So I really like this. If you can relate to that individual, go ahead and drop a comment down below because I think we can all really learn from that as well. So this next subscriber is somebody who I actually work out with in person, in town. Super cool dude. His name's actually Kettlebell Ken, so he has the YouTube channel Kettlebell Ken. You can go check that out. He's 60 and he has a large large following of people who are both athletic, but they're aging, and he makes so many videos on that exact process. So go ahead and check that out. But I was showing him some cool exercises, very simple exercises for knee pain, and he's actually in the process of dunking. He can almost dunk right now, but he says, likewise, this exercise will make the knees more resilient, whether it's walking, running, or jumping, right? I think this might have been a post about backwards walking on a treadmill. I started doing it 3 to 4 months ago, along with tibialis raises with amazing results. Yeah, so this could have been the slant board video. I can't remember exactly, but again, taking just a couple small exercises that this individual did, and it literally transformed their body. And I know him personally now. He's doing even more of these. He's doing more volume, he's doing more sets, he's doing more exercises he never thought he would be able to do. I'm sure this last year, he probably didn't think that he was going to be able to dunk a basketball. And with the utilization of some of the exercises I post on my channel, and of course his willingness and time to just take those dedicated exercises and apply them to his life, he is in this position 3 to 4 months ago, knee pain virtually gone. This is exciting to hear. This is exciting to hear, and if you are watching this, this can be you too. It just takes a few simple steps in the right direction, one step every day, and in a month from now, in 2 months from now, in 3 months from now, guess where you will be? Looking back 3 months and saying, I'm so glad I started. So absolutely incredible results from everyone on the channel. Thank you so much for watching the Become All Strong podcast. Give this a like, share this with a friend who you think would enjoy it, and also again, subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we help individuals of all abilities improve their overall health and knowledge of the gym. And once you're done doing that, I've created a fitness podcast right here that goes over numerous different fitness Q&A questions that beginners have. So you'll want to check that out because there's a lot of good nuggets in there, and it'll help you in your fitness journey. So thanks so much for joining me, and remember to be all strong.
Tell me you know